Hello and welcome to the news on the hours, brought to you from the Anglican Cable Network Nigeria, ACNN Television. I am Rachel Igbunu. A government order seizing St. George's Anglican Cathedral in Zaria to demolish it to expand the city's market have been rescinded by the state government. Recall that on the 20th September 2019, the Church of Nigeria's Diocese of Zaria reported it had received a notice to vacate the 110-year-old cathedral within 7 days by order of the governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai. The Kaduna State Urban Planning Development Agency, KASUBDA, said it will use the historic church land to expand the Sabongari market. However, following protests by the Diocese of Zaria Anglican Communion and the Christian Association of Nigeria, the state backed down from its plans. The Director General of KASUBDA, Ismail Diko, told the media that the church will not be demolished and the open-air market will be moved to another part of the city. Also, while speaking, the Reverend John Hayab of Acnn was pleased the governor had reconsidered his decision. He prayed that the state government will continue to listen to the cries of its people, saying it will go a long way towards commenting a good relationship between the government and the citizens by the distinction ensure peaceful coexistence in the state. He also urged the state government to put a proper documentation of the necessary papers of the church in order to put to rest any argument or controversy that may come up in the near future. The Yoruba Sociological Cultural Organization Afenifere has expressed displeasure over the manner in which the Nigeria Police Force is handling investigation into the murder of Mrs. Olufunke Alakunrin, daughter of its leader, Chief Reuben Fasoranti. According to the statement signed by its spokesman, Mr. Yinka Odumake, Afenifere claimed that there are serious signs which suggest that the police has not made any attempt to launch a serious investigation, and claimed that the police has been treating the case lackadaisically. The group stated that the situation is a troubling one, adding that the group is seeing in Olakunrin's case all the signs of lethargy that usually attend high-profile murders with powerful masterminds in the country. The group urged all well-meaning Nigerians and persons all over the world to join them in asking the police to find Olakunrin's killers and bring them to justice. The nation's refineries located in Port Harcourt, Warri and Kaduna will roar to life to refine crude oil at optimum capacity come 2022, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) has assured. NNPC Group Managing Director Malam Mele Kyari, who disclosed this during a facilities tour of the Port Harcourt Refinery and Petrochemical Company, stated that full rehabilitation of the plants will commence January 2020. A release by the corporation's Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs, Mr. Ndu Ugamadu, said the NNPC Halsman's visit to the refinery was part of his strong determination and commitment to ensure that the nation's refineries delivered real-time value and addressed the petroleum needs of Nigerians. Malam Kyari said making the refineries to operate at optimal capacity was a mandate that NNPC as a corporation will leave no stone unturned to actualize, saying a timely delivery of the asset was a priority. The Central Bank of Nigeria says it has targeted about 70,000 farmers and business under its Anchor Borrower Program in Borno State for 2019. Mahmoud Nyako, the head of Finance Development Office of the CBN in Maiduguri, made the disclosure in an interview with newsmen in Maiduguri. Nyako disclosed that the bank has initiated viable programs to encourage production, transform value chain, enhance financial inclusion, and encourage growth of small and medium-scale enterprises. He said the Apex Bank adopted practical measures to finance the whole value chain to encourage agricultural activities, enhance enterprising skills, and specialization to achieve self-sufficiency. Nyako listed the programs to include ABP, Accelerated Agriculture Development Scheme, Agriculture Credit Guarantee Scheme Fund, and Agribusiness Small and Medium Enterprises Investment Scheme. He revealed that 52,008 were expected to participate in the APB and 500 big holder farmers under ACGSF, while 17,000 youths and businesses will be supported under AADS and AGSMEIS respectively. A fire incident took at the head office of United Bank PLC on Victoria Island, Lagos on Monday morning. The fire, which started early in the morning, was brought under control by officials of the fire service. Video posted on social media by a witness showed a part of the building in flames with onlookers standing by. According to the bank, there was no casualty or loss of lives in the fire, which affected one of the floors of the building, adding that the fire did not affect the banking hall or other strategic business areas. The cause of the fire is yet to be identified. News on the hour will be right back after this short break. Please stay with us.
Hello there. Have you ever wondered why Jesus spoke in parables? What do you make of the word parable? Do you find it hard interpreting parables on your own? Don't worry, we have answers to those questions on Parables. Parables is a program that brings to bear what parable means and how it affects our day-to-day lifestyles, the church, the individual, and the society at large. Join me, Nzubechi Frank, as we explore the significance and the innate meaning of each parable of Jesus Christ. Coming to you every Saturday, 1 to 1:30 p.m. with repeat broadcast on Sundays, 7 a.m., Tuesdays, 3:30 p.m. and Thursdays, 7 a.m. from the Anglican Cable Network Nigeria, ACNN. God bless you.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. For more on our top stories, please visit our website at acnntv.com or youtube.com/ACNNTV. And to be up to date with our news and other programs, download the ACNN app for Android from Google Play Store. And now to the international scene. The Anglican Communion's representative at the UN have asked governments of nations to acknowledge the pivotal and practical role of churches and faith-based organizations in peace building. Speaking in the run-up to the International Day of Peace, Jack Palmer White, who was there for the Anglican Communion, said this year's theme of Climate Action for Peace was an opportunity to call on states to take meaningful action to protect those forced from their homes by climate-related disaster and conflict. He said that it is a moral duty of the government to protect those affected by climate-induced displacement, which is also important in reducing the risk of conflict caused by large population movements. Churches across the Anglican Communion are actively working with communities to support and protect those forced to leave their homes due to climate change or conflict. The Anglican Alliance, which helps to coordinate the activities of Anglican relief and development agencies, has been offering practical support to churches through capacity building and training. Tanzania's President John Magufuli has recommended the people held on charges of tax evasion, money laundering, and other financial crimes should be freed if they confess and return the cash. This, he said, will help ease crowding in prisons and raise money for government spending. He said it was only a recommendation and it was not immediately clear what impact his words will have on a number of recent detentions of business executives and other figures, including the journalist Eric Kabendera, a freelance reporter who was detained in July on charges including failure to pay tax and money laundering. At least 3 Tanzanian executives with Acacia Mining were charged last year with money laundering and other crimes and detained, and they have all denied any wrongdoing. 7 primary school children have reportedly died and dozens more were injured when their classroom collapsed on Monday morning in the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. Hundreds of angry residents of Dagoretti, a poor area where many live in makeshift houses, swarmed around the site where rescuers picked through the rubble of the classroom. A reporter at the site said books and desks were strewn through the debris of the semi-permanent structure made of concrete, iron sheeting and timber. The structure has been partly raised up to add a story, and building collapsed shortly after 7 a.m. as pupils entered the classroom. And that's it on the news on the hour. Thanks for watching. I am Rachel Ebunu.